This is me, a 14-year-old kid that loves playing football and can run a pretty quick 60 and 100 meter sprint. And right now it's one of the hottest summers in the UK ever. So as expected, most people would be relaxing during the summer holidays, eating food, lying on the beach, playing video games, and probably eating more food. But I'm not like most people. Or at least for this challenge, I won't be. Instead, I'm going to be on the summer grind. And this is the game plan. Instead, for the next 30 days, I'm going to be running at least 1 mile every single day, no exceptions, to see how much I can improve my endurance and long distance speed. And bear in mind that before this challenge, I'd only gone for around 5 dedicated runs ever. And long distance is not my strong suit. So these next 30 days are definitely going to be very tough. And to help myself get through the challenge, I'm going to be giving myself reward upgrades on certain days into the challenge. This could be physical objects or types of runs, which would overall help me to improve faster. As well as this, during this challenge, I'm going to be giving myself 3 extra goals that I must complete. The first one is going to be to run my first ever 5K. I've never run a 5K before, but I think that this challenge would be the perfect time to get my first one done. My second goal is to start to enjoy running. I've never really liked running, but I feel like after running every day for 30 days, it must make me start to enjoy it a little more at least. And my third goal is to not get injured. Even though I'm going for a run every single day, I need to make sure I'm not overworking myself to the point where I could get injured. So today is the 28th of June, meaning this challenge will end on the 27th of July. That's enough talking. Let's go into the run for day 1. We're out for the first run. In this run, since it's day 1, we're going to just be doing like a baseline test. So a 3K run now, and then we'll do a 3K run on the last day. Then we can see how much I've improved. The heat in England right now is actually crazy. It's so hot, but let's hope that won't affect us that much. Okay, so 3K run just finished. The heat was honestly brutal, but I got 14 minutes and 45 seconds, which I don't think is too bad, especially since the heat was so harsh. I haven't really ran a 3K much recently, so we'll see how much I improve in the 30 days. But that's day 1 complete. Okay, so now it's day 2 of the 30-day challenge. Yesterday was really hot, so today I've come nice and early, just before 8 o'clock. So that should mean it's going to be a much more enjoyable run. So today I'm going to go for another 3K run and see what time I get. Okay, so day 2, it's definitely not as hot, but since this was my first time running 2 days in a row, my calves were really starting to ache. Okay, so it's day 3. My legs are starting to feel a little sore, so today it's just going to be a relaxed 2K run at a decent pace, but not trying to push it too much. It's day 4. I was not looking forward to this run. I had football training last night, but the reward upgrade on day 5 meant I just couldn't give up. And just like that, we've made it to day 5. So just a really quick recap of the last 5 days. So it's been really hot here in the UK, and it has been very tiring, but I do feel really ready to get on to the next run, which is a very good thing. And I haven't forgotten, since it's day 5, I'll be getting my first reward upgrade. These are the Nike Tempo Next Percent, and with an Air Zoom air bubble and Nike's famous Flyknit. Hopefully these will make me run longer and eventually faster as well. And with our next reward upgrade being at 10 days, all I can say now is let's run. It had somehow rained this morning, which meant it was very cool outside, and overall an enjoyable run. Let's go, 4K, let's go. It's day 6 now, and this is where things change for the better. Okay, so we're around 3.5K into this run. I'm feeling decent, a bit tired, but yesterday we got 4K, and I feel like I'm going to try and get 5K today. 500 meters to go. Let's go. So nearly there. Oh my god, 5k man, let's go. Let's go. Managed to finish the 5k run for the first time, to be honest, in my life. It was under half an hour. So I say day 6 was a very successful day. And that challenge of running 5k is ticked off. It's day 7 and I just learned that running every day in shoes with a carbon or plastic plate in them is bad for your knees. So now I'm going to be using these Asics Gel Nimbus and I'll only use my new Nike shoes for fast runs instead. It's day 10 of the challenge, meaning we're 1/3 of the way through. These past 5 days have definitely been very interesting, with times when my legs felt really good and I managed to run my first 5k, to times when my legs felt achy and quite sore. But I think it's important to shorten the runs if my legs start to hurt, because I don't want to injure myself. And since it's day 10, it means it's reward upgrade day. This reward upgrade is going to be something slightly different to the last. Instead of having an object, this time is going to be a different style of running workout. For the next 5 days, I'm going to be doing interval running, where I run sections at a fast pace and then at a slower pace for a certain amount of time. This is what the training will look like. At the start, I'll do 1 or 2 sets of this interval workout. Now let's go on to our first interval run. My legs felt very tired today, so I'm starting off with 1 set. Day 11, and this time I'm doing 2 sets of the interval workout. Day 15 now, going at a decent pace to save energy for my longer run tomorrow. Yes guys, and welcome to day 16 of the 30-day challenge. I've done 15 runs so far, meaning we're exactly halfway through this challenge. The last few days have been really good. The interval training which we did for the last 5 days has seemed to work really well, since it's been really intensive even though I've been doing shorter distances. So as for today, this should be quite an interesting day. I'm going to be running 5k. Last time I got a time of around 28 minutes, so I'm going to be trying to beat that, and I'm going to be trying to get as close to 25 minutes as possible. One issue I had was with the Nike running app, where for some sections of my run, it would say that I'm not moving, and therefore say that my pace is really, really slow. So for example, it would go from a 5-minute per kilometer pace all the way to a 12-minute per kilometer pace, even though I was running at the same speed. Eventually, after like 20 seconds, this would then change back to 5 minutes per kilometer. But during this time, my average pace would have gone much slower. And then because of this, since my Nike Run app thinks I'm not moving, it would make me run further to do a certain distance. So today, I've made a course, exactly 5k to run, to make my distance and pace as accurate as possible. So right now, the weather's surprisingly nice and cool. So let's take advantage and let's do this run. 5k in. The Nike running app says I'm only 2.5k in, so that's obviously wrong. My watch says 3.5k and my route's over halfway, so that would make sense. Really good so far. Let's keep going. Oh my god, that was tough. Okay, so that run is complete. That was quite a tough run, but by the time I did my course, that was supposed to be 5k. My watch said it was only 4.5, so I ran the extra bit further so that my watch said 5k. So overall, I ran about 5.5k in 26 minutes and like 20 seconds or something like that, managing to beat my previous time by nearly 2 minutes. For my calculations, I ran 5.5k, but on the Nike app, it said I did 3.5k, so that shows the Nike Run app was nowhere near. 16 runs done, 14 to go. Let's just get on to the next day and the next run. It's day 18 and it just started raining somehow, and this sunset looks spectacular in real life, but I'm not sure on video though. Okay, so I'm about to run my 20th run of this 30-day challenge. I can't believe how it's already day 20. Yeah, this challenge has definitely gone really, really quickly. One quick thing I wanted to say before doing this run is that I just downloaded the Strava app instead of the Nike running app. I'm going to be using that today. I could have gotten a free trial to get their premium subscription with a few more features, but I'm going to see if this is more accurate than the Nike Running Club app. If it is, then I'll probably get a 30-day free trial, which would last me till the end of this challenge. I just finished that run, and to be honest, first impressions of Strava, it was really good. Strava this time was surprisingly really accurate, to the point where my watch said that I ran 3k when the Strava app said that I ran 3.18, meaning it could be even more accurate than my watch, since my watch doesn't have a GPS tracker in it. Day 21 is literally 7:30 in the morning right now, and the reason I woke up so early is because I'm going on a family trip this weekend, meaning I'm leaving in around 2 hours. So I had to just get this run in really quickly in the morning. So for these next 2 days, I'm going to be away from home, and therefore will have to make a new route to run. Luckily though, I downloaded Strava yesterday and it works really well. So I've gotten a free trial for a month, which will last me to the end of this challenge. And one feature of Strava Premium is that it can recommend running routes. So I'm going to be looking at some running routes once I get there to see if there are any good ones to do. And so yesterday, since all my run data is already on the Nike Running app, but since I'm getting Strava, it won't be saved. But unfortunately, I couldn't get the data from the Nike app to Strava. So I tried to use the Xiaomi app. Since this whole challenge, I've been wearing a Xiaomi watch, and that has also tracked every single run throughout this challenge. I tried to upload the data last night, and I checked this morning, and none of the data has synced yet. So I'm going to check on the train if it has synced. I'm praying it has, but if it doesn't, I'll have to add every single run manually so far from this challenge, which I do not want to do. I somehow left my AirPods at home for the first time this challenge, so that is so annoying. I'm gonna have to hear my footsteps every time. Hello guys, and welcome back. I downloaded Strava and I chose one of its routes. So I'm pretty sure it's 4k, and I'm just going to follow the route, see what happens. I'm not sure if I'll be running on roads for the whole time. I'm on a road right now. Oh my god, just started. This is actually really steep. Okay, so first lap or so done, one more to go. 3 kilometers done. I did it in under 15 minutes. If I stay at this pace, then I'll get a sub 25-minute 5k. 2 more k left. This is so tiring. I can't talk. 4k in 19 minutes. 500 meters left. Done it so far in 21 minutes. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. Okay, so I just finished that run and I've had like a 5-minute walk just to get my breath back, and right now I'm holding my phone literally on the top of a fence. Look right behind, look at that scenery, literally just a massive hill. So I've run 2 5Ks so far in this challenge. My first one was 28 minutes, my second one was roughly 26, and then I wanted to do another one today. And my end time for 5K on day 22 of the challenge was 23 minutes and 20 seconds, which I'm just so happy about. My goal for the challenge was to run 5K, which I managed to do quite early on, but then my next goal for that 5K challenge was to run it in under 25 minutes, and doing it here in over a minute and a half under, and like 3 minutes faster than what I did last time. So we've still got 8 days left, loads of time to improve. But as for day 22, fastest 5K I've done in this challenge, let's go on to day 23. Day 24, I was supposed to just do a recovery run, but I somehow ran a 5K in exactly 25 minutes. Perfectly paced run. It's day 26, Today I'm running at 8 a.m, getting ever so closer to the end of this challenge. Okay guys, so today is day 27 of the 30-day challenge. And last night I had this crazy idea of running 10k today, which is double the furthest I've ever ran, being 5k. I loaded up Strava and I found a 10k route, which I'm going to follow. So hopefully that's going to be quite a nice scenic route. And as well as that, I'm going to be adding a reward upgrade to day 27, and that is being nose strips. You've probably seen these before. They basically just stick to your nose like this, and they're supposed to help airflow and breathing. So hopefully this helps. Let's just start running. Okay, so just started. The hardest part will definitely be trying to just stick to the right pace, because it's much slower than what I'm used to, but it's also much further. 1k in, 9 more to go. I'm still going a bit too fast, but I'm getting a bit more used to the slower pace. 2k done. I feel like I'm managing this pace quite well. I think it's like around 5:30 per kilometre right now. So it's not 6 or 6:30 like I was kind of hoping, but it's faster, so if I can maintain this pace, that's a good thing. 3.5 kilometres in. As you can see, my nose strip literally falling off, so I'm gonna have to take it off. Didn't hope for that, but it is what it is. I've been on this long straight street for so long that the name of the street has changed 3 times. It is so empty right now, and it's perfect conditions. We've just passed 5k, halfway through. Just have to do all this one more time. 7.5 kilometers in, and I feel overall I'm feeling decent. I can feel my legs start to ache a bit, but the main thing is my feet. My feet hurt so much right now, but I am going to finish this run. 1 kilometer left, 1,000 meters to go. My legs are really aching now. Now I'm not only pushing to hit 10k, but now I'm trying to get there as fast as I can. 500 meters left. Okay guys, and just like that, 10k run is finished. To be honest, that wasn't as bad as I thought. I didn't actually feel that bad through this run. Like right now my legs are really sore, but I definitely was not as out of breath as I was for my sub 25 minute 5k. My first 10k ever, and my target was to get anywhere between 1 hour and 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I managed to run this 10k in 54 minutes and 21 seconds, which, to be honest, is unbelievable. I did not think I'd get anywhere near this time, but I think that a big part to my time was definitely the route. That route, it was honestly so fun. So there we have it, day 27 done, my first ever 10k done, and tomorrow is definitely going to be a nice and easy recovery run, but just trying to rest up for days 29 and 30, where I'm going to be running a 5k on day 29, seeing how it compares to my previous 5k, and on day 30 I'm going to be running a 3k to see how that compares to my 3k on day 1 of this challenge. Day 29 and time to run my fastest 5k. I went really quick from the start, but maintaining this pace was so tough. Okay guys, so I just finished run 29, meaning we've got 1 run left. I ran 5k today and tried to beat my fastest time so far, which was 23 minutes, and I was literally sprinting this whole run. It was definitely my most tiring run. Like I said, I was kind of flat out the whole way, and I managed to get 5k in 21 minutes and 20 seconds, which for me is insane, and it shows how far I've gotten through these 30 days. Run 29 done, 1 more to go. The final time of this challenge that I would start my timer, since it is day 30. The whole purpose of this challenge was on the line. I had to run a faster 3k than on the first day. It felt like I was sprinting the whole way. And there you have it guys. Wow. Running every day for 30 days, and this is day 30. This challenge has truly been an incredible experience, and it just shows how much I've improved throughout this challenge. From being so proud of running my first ever 5k on day 6, to finishing my 5th 5k yesterday. It just shows how much I've improved on my endurance, but also my speed. On the first day of this challenge, I ran a 3K in 14 minutes and 45 seconds. Today, on day 30, I was able to run a 3K in 12 minutes and 9 seconds. Over 2 minutes, that is a huge improvement. And for my 5K, my first ever 5K, I ran it in over 28 minutes. And yesterday, I was able to run a 5K in 21 minutes and 19 seconds, which is an even bigger improvement, and honestly crazy. And during this challenge, I also ran my first ever 10K, which before this challenge, I never even think was possible. So because of this challenge, I'm going to keep doing more runs. Probably not every day, but I'm definitely going to at least do a few every week. And before this challenge, I was definitely not a long distance runner. But now I'm actually starting to enjoy running much more, which means that challenge number 2 is ticked. And finally, I was able to get to day 30 and not get injured, which means that the final goal is also ticked off. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it shows you that running is not the big bad thing that everyone may say it is, but instead it can really be enjoyable if you get into it.